So this is where it starts to get interesting. We have been talking about the foundational chakras, and none of that is fun. Nobody wants to talk about insecurity and self-doubt and guilt and shame. But when those chakras start to be brought back into alignment and they become balanced, and those aspects of ourselves become balanced, and then we bring that to the world, then everything else starts to change. So the next chakra is your heart chakra, located in your heart space. It's represented in green, and the greatest age of resonance is 21 to 28 years old. Now, everybody knows the heart is about love. But the heart chakra is about loving without conditions, without expectation. It's about, these are the big ones, you ready? Freedom of resentment, freedom of judgment, compassion, the big one, forgiveness. And when we are balanced in our foundation, I wouldn't say these come easy, but they show up. When I feel safe and I feel worthy, I am more likely to have compassion for another because I've processed my experience. And the thing that is so important and powerful about the heart chakra is it is the portal to all things. You have your three foundational chakras. You have your heart, that's the portal. And the health of, again, the foundation, but the health and the functioning of that heart chakra, the upper chakras, it's contingent. Their functioning is contingent on the heart. So when we are able to have compassion for another or forgive another, and it's hard. It's hard. Forgiveness is divine. And let me tell you something, just a little rule of thumb, you're not forgiving for them, for those who wronged you, for the trespassers. You're forgiving for your own wellness. So when you do forgive and you do feel compassion and you are free of resentments, then your throat chakra, represented in blue, in your throat area, greatest age of resonance is 28 to 35. And the aspects of self with the throat chakra are all about your expression, your communication, your ability to listen without judgment, your ability to communicate respectfully, your integrity, because you say what you mean and you mean what you say, speaking your truth, living authentically. Living authentically is the greatest gift that you can give to yourself and humanity. Because everything that I'm saying about the chakras and how bringing them back into balance, it's true for all of us. It is a blanket statement. None of us are immune. We all have these energy centers, but we are all unique at the same time. We're like snowflakes. Each one of us has quirks and gifts and things about our personalities and things about the way we look that nobody else can match. And if we feel fearful or unworthy or have self-doubt and resist bringing that to the world, we're not only doing ourselves a disservice, but we're doing the world a disservice. So your authenticity is your superpower. And in order to live in the most authentic state, you have to have an open heart and you have to live with a strong foundation. Which brings me to your third eye chakra, right between the eyes, represented in indigo or purple. And that is all about your sense of discernment, your vision, your clarity, your ability to see parts to a whole, your ability to have a pattern recognition. Remember, right here, this is your executive functioning, but it can get stunted. Your awareness, your consciousness in your third eye can be stunted if these other things are imbalanced. A lot of people think the third eye is all about like magic and mystical stuff, and that may be true. That may be true, but really it's about having the clarity because you've released the fear of what you carried previously. And the third eye chakra has to be connected to your sense of authenticity, to your open heart, to your ability to have compassion. They all work in concert. And lastly, the connector to all energetic forces is your crown chakra, represented just above the top of your head, represented in lavender or white. And the crown chakra, the greatest age of resonance is 42 to 50. And it's really about understanding our oneness, Understanding that each of us is a fractal of a greater energy source, and we are all a collective. And when we become non-attached, again, part of the crown chakra, understand presence and connectedness with nature and all things, we can then see our oneness connected to our compassion of our heart and our discernment and our authenticity and our worthiness and our passion for life and our feeling safe and secure. When all of that is in line and we are connected to that greater source of energy, we then truly understand our divinity. And then we could bring that to the world. And together, if each of us do that, that's how we make the world a better place. So am I excited about chakras? Yes, very much so. Because it's not just about understanding ourselves and understanding that we're energy, but it's understanding it in pieces, which I hope makes it a little bit less daunting.